Welcome to The Explainer. You know, sometimes the biggest stories are hiding in the most ordinary places. And today, we're going to prove it. We're going to take one single document, just a piece of paper really, and go on a kind of treasure hunt to see what's really going on inside it. Ready? Let's get into it.
So here's the question I want us to tackle. Can a single, simple page tell a massive global story? I know, it sounds like a bit of a stretch, right? But stick with me because I think you're going to be pretty surprised by what we find when we really start digging.
All right, here it is. This is our subject. And at first glance, yeah, it's just a certificate of completion. You know the type, you get it, maybe stick it in a drawer, and kind of forget about it. But not today. For us, this thing isn't just a piece of paper. It's evidence, and we're the detectives on the case. Okay, let's kick off our investigation. Section 1, decoding the achievement. I mean, what is this thing actually certifying? What did someone do? The first clues are always right there in the text itself. So let's zoom in.
Whoa. Okay, that is a mouthful. Specialized course on the Hague System for International Registration of Industrial Designs. I mean, right away, you know we're not talking about intro to basket weaving here. The language is super formal, it's incredibly specific, and that alone tells you this is some serious, complex stuff.
And you know, the biggest clue is sitting right there in the title. See that phrase, international registration? That tells you everything. Industrial designs aren't just pretty drawings. They are a form of intellectual property that's legally protected. It's like, think about the iconic shape of a Coke bottle or the design of your phone. That's an industrial design. And this Hague system is what lets you protect that design across different countries. So right off the bat, we know we're playing on a global field. But look, all these big systems, these international rules, that's only half the story, isn't it? At its core, a certificate is about a person. It's a record of someone's hard work. So let's shift focus from the what to the who. Who is the person at the very heart of this document? Harminder Singh, that's the name. This is the person who put in the work to get through that super specialized global level course. This whole document, this entire story, it only exists because of their dedication. We've just found our protagonist.
All right, so let's keep digging. Section 2. The authority behind it. Think about it. For any achievement to really mean something, someone with credibility has to back it up, right? Someone has to have the power to say, yes, this is official. So, who's the authority here? Who gets to grant the certificate?
It comes down to this one simple phrase. This is to certify that. That word, certify, that is a power word. It's not just talk. It means a big official institution is putting its own reputation on the line. It's them saying, we vouch for this person. They met our standard. It's a formal declaration to the entire world. And who is that institution? Well, it's right here. The WIPO Academy, signed by its executive director, Sheriff Sadadallah. And WIPO, that stands for the World Intellectual Property Organization. Get this, it's a specialized agency of the United Nations. So we're not just talking about some online school here. The authority backing this up is a major global body. That gives this piece of paper some serious weight.
Even the name WIPO Academy gives us clues. The word academy on its own suggests a place for deep, specialized learning, right? It's not WIPO Workshop. And when you put that together with the whole international registration thing we saw earlier, you can pretty much figure out that this is a top-tier institution for teaching global intellectual property law.
Okay, this brings us to a really crucial question. Section 3, the anatomy of authenticity. I mean, we live in a world of deep fakes and Photoshop, so how do we know this thing is even real? What stops someone from just printing one of these at home? Well, it turns out the certificate has its own security features baked right in.
First up, check out the timeline. The course started on March 1st and didn't end until April 21st, 2024. So this wasn't some quick one-day webinar. We're talking about a significant time commitment, and it's all clearly defined right here on the page. It anchors this achievement to a very real chunk of time.
Yeah, do the math. That's 52 days from beginning to end. That's almost 2 whole months focused on one single, incredibly specialized topic. So no, this wasn't a weekend thing. This was a real commitment, and the dates right here are the first piece of proof. And here's another cool little detail that tells a very modern story. It says it was done via distance learning. And that just clicks everything into place, doesn't it? It connects the whole thing to our global digital world, where you don't have to be in a specific building to learn. Someone can become an expert on a complex international subject from literally anywhere on the planet. So, okay, we have the achievement itself, the knowledge. But we still need that final undeniable proof. And the certificate delivers with something that's basically a unique digital fingerprint. And this is it, that little code WP4HL4. Now, that might just look like a jumble of letters and numbers, but it's not random at all. That's a unique ID. It's a digital key that unlocks a record in a database somewhere. It's the unfakeable proof that says, yes, this certificate was issued to this person for this course. In our digital world, that is the ultimate stamp of authenticity. All right, we've gathered all our clues. Let's put down the magnifying glass for a second, step back, and see the whole picture. What is the complete story this one piece of paper has been telling us all along? When you lay it all out, it's a perfect 4-part narrative. Step 1, it all starts with the personal drive of an individual. Our protagonist, Harminder Singh. Step 2, that dedication leads to mastering a really tough, globally important subject. Step 3, that mastery gets the official stamp of approval from a huge UN-backed authority, the WIPO Academy. And finally, step 4, the whole thing is locked down with verifiable digital proof that works anywhere in the world. So you've got dedication, mastery, validation, and authenticity, the whole shebang. And there it is, a complete story with a beginning, middle, and end, all pulled from just one page. Everything we needed, it was all hiding in plain sight, just waiting for us to pay attention. Just think about everything we uncovered from this one document. We found a story of personal achievement. We saw how institutional power works. We touched on massive global systems. We decoded digital verification. And through it all, we found a really simple, powerful story about human commitment. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, really, it's an invitation for you to learn how to read the world around you a little differently. Because the most boring, everyday documents, a receipt, an ID card, a certificate like this, they are absolutely packed with stories. You just have to know how to look. And that's what I want to leave you with. A question to take with you. What stories are hiding in the documents that you handle every single day? Thanks for digging into this with me. Keep looking closer.